Auntie Douglas, what's up? Are you surprised about this video trending on one of our sisters saying that she cannot come home and cook for the husband? What is your opinion on that?
Can you do you expect your wife to come back from work stressed and cook for you whilst you are home?
It's all about communication. It's all about communication. See, I will not do that to my wife because David, here I sit. I can say for a fact that when my wife is stressed, I wouldn't put much uh, pressure on her. Okay, even though I can cook, but I have the reason why I will not cook,
Okay.
and I'll tell you.
Okay,
I
tell
will I will prefer to buy pizza or go to KFC and buy something for the kids or for myself. Okay. Now now
So you are
now
hungry.
listen to the
Wait,
reason
you are
why I will
hungry.
not cook.
You are hungry.
Yes.
But you choose not to cook, but
Yes.
order pizza from outside. So you deny yourself the comfort of eating home cooked food just because your wife is not available to cook. So you rather order pizza house.
I'm being reasonable. I'm being reasonable here.
Okay.
Okay. See, let me tell you something. I know I'll be roasted for saying this, but you know, just for the beauty of it. When a man keeps cooking for for the wife, I'm not saying a man cooking is wrong. Oh. I'm not saying that. May kasa se bema eye dwane a enye eye. You get me? Eye. But at the point like I'll start cooking, then my wife will take advantage of it. Oh, say that no eye wo na wo nu aduane nti ene se wo so ye aduane. You get me? I'm not saying all women are like that. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying all women are like that. Say etumwa na say bema no feel say oh ene de mpese me ye aduane e dey surprise me ye a me dodo. You get me? When I'm happy to cook for the family, I will do it. I will gladly do it. But to the extent at which accommodate me, I'm angry.
So it shouldn't become a norm. It shouldn't
It shouldn't
norm
become a norm
that you cook all time
that
for
I
your
cook
wife
all
or
time.
your children.
It shouldn't become a norm.
So for you, it's an error that every
Oh,
day
for me, it's an error that I should be cooking for the family all the time. For me,
But
it's
it's
an
okay
error.
if your wife cooks all the time for you and the children.
See, let me tell you something. I'm not saying we should burden our wives with cooking. That's why I told you that there was a point in time when I would tell my wife, "Dear, I'm begging you today, don't cook. I'm bringing something home for us to eat," and she really appreciates it. You get? It's not see, cooking all the time is work. Cooking all the time is work. I need to be paying a salary for always providing food for the family. But I'm saying it's an error for a man to be cooking all the time for the family. Do you get me? So I'm asking you, would you allow your man to cook all the time for the family?
But I think then again we go to individual preferences. There are some men who don't mind even being just to take care of their kids whilst their wife is working. Some men are like that, just like we have housewives. There are some men who have taken the position to take care of their kids and do the domestic chores while the wife is at work. There are men like that. They are very intentional men who are like that and building a small business on the side. They are able to manage that. Trust me, they are Ghanaian men like that. Maybe society would mock them or chastise them, so they will not come out. But I know there are few men in this country who stay home, take care of their kids, and cook and do the other chores while the wife runs the corporate world. I don't have a problem with that. But I believe that service of that kind should come from a place of consideration. it shouldn't be an imposition of responsibility, because cooking is not a gender role. We can all cook. I am privileged to say my father cook and he doesn't mind. The men that I grew up with can cook for their wives. They don't have any problem with it, because that is how we were raised, to know that, hey, when you are hungry, you can fix something for yourself. So if your wife calls you, I mean, I don't think she'll be doing that every day, calling you from work, oh baby, I'm running late, so cook. So I don't think any wise or very conscious woman of any conscious woman would do that intentionally, that no, I'm not going to be cooking, so every day I would call my husband, find an excuse for him to cook. I don't know about that. But service of that kind should come from a place of consideration. So even when she's cooking, she cooks with certain affection. She know that I'm rendering service to someone I want. It is not an imposed responsibility. I have chosen to be with him, so I cook, and she cooks out of love. So if once a while she calls you, oh babe, I'm running late, I'm very exhausted, can you fix something for yourself? The beauty, oh babe, don't worry, I even did something, I ran something, so I don't know if you'd like it, but when you come home, I'm sure you might enjoy it. That is the beauty. So we make progress. I don't know why we are so stuck with this mentality. I don't know if it's an African mentality or a Ghanaian mentality that I'm married to you, so your duty is to cook for me.
Yeah.
I didn't know that paying the bride price, we there was in the list, you included
let
cooking
me
fee.
come in.
No, just hold on. So like I've said, it should come from a place of consideration, that running that service for you, I wouldn't mind even waking up 10, because it's from my place of consideration. It's my personal decision that I've made to cook for my party. But when you make it seems that I've married you to be a cook, I've married you to be a baby making machine. So if you're not even, when you're married and there are no kids coming, why are you not getting pregnant? Why are you? You know, a lot of miscarriages is as a result of a man's sperm, certain sperm from that. That's why some women get miscarriages. So we don't have to sit down, make this conversation very open. So even when couples are going to get married, this question should be posed by the counselor before them. Gentlemen, if you go to work, if your wife goes to work and she comes late, and she's not able to cook, would you wait for her to come and let's get the reaction before we go into marriage? I don't know why we keep this to us. So we wait till we get married and we start experiencing certain things, but then we make complaints of it. So during the counseling and dating process, what did you not visit him once when he cooked? So he could cook, but when you married, he has stopped cooking, because the marriage avenue has become a service rendering avenue. That's, I married you, so you'd have to cook necessarily. What if the lady you love and want to get married to does not know how to cook? You would not marry her, besides other abilities she has.
Okay. For what you just said, if I know how to cook and the woman I love or want to marry doesn't know how to cook and she's willing to learn, why not?
Okay. And
I'll teach her how to cook.
How is food or cooking become a determinant,
Okay,
in marriage or relationship success?
So this is my opinion. Okay.
Food.
This
You are hungry. Boil rice. A woman
all-
should boil
it all-
rice,
it
because
all-
a woman has not boiled rice. You, the man, you cannot pour rice into boiling water and add salt and eat.
Look us. It all boils down to how they communicated to each other. Okay. See, when it comes to food, and you are able to communicate it in a nice way to a man.
That's what I'm saying. It should come.
See,
service of that kind. Should come from a place of consideration. So even when I'm awake at 12 p.m., 1 a.m. cooking for you, it is my choice, because I want you. It is I really like to render such services for you, out of a place of consideration, of thoughtfulness, of kindness, of care, concern.
is it now?
But don't make it
now,
as if
now,
what I'm useful for
now,
is coming just to cook for
look
you.
us. Listen. Now things have changed. Okay, things have changed. That's with this dispensation of ours. Okay, formerly parents will cook without complaining. Formerly, our parents will cook for the entire village without complaining, because they find joy in that. Okay, but
It's
this
normal.
dispensation of ours, the ladies want to rock shoulders with the men.
And you are asking 50-50. What do you want them to do?
No, those 50-50 men are there.
If you have
For
shared
me, I wouldn't do a 50-50.
So no, when you are
Me,
you said
David,
rocking
I will
shoulders with them.
never
Wait, you
do
said rocking shoulders with the
50-50
man.
because with 50-50, you as a man, you lose respect. You lose the leadership role. You lose a lot. You understand? So me with 50-50, it's a no, 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 no. And one thing about me, a woman's money is none of my business. A woman's money
Thank God
is
for men
none
like
of
you.
my business.
Thank God for men like you. Else we not even be having this conversation.
See, a woman's money is none of my business. If she wants to support, fair enough. If she doesn't want to support and want to see David struggling, fair enough. You get me?
I
So what I'm
understand.
saying is that with the case of the food, okay, how you communicate to your husband, that will cause tempest to become. And let me put it out there. This is my own opinion. Men, as I mean, say in class say bema, esan say oyere enye aduane si ho nti
Nenunti.
ne
Na
ne
entokwa.
ne no nti ntokwa aba. Me hunu say in class
Cooking
sem.
is no.
It's all about communication. How you communicate. How you communicate. And I say me say oba no ehye da eye saade a eno so wo ho. Oba no ohye da eye say one de onye aduane a eno so wo ho. And there you have every right to do whatever you want to. But say oba no ebo ne homode o ye aduane esi ho. Na say one day pe wetumi ambe ye aduane. Ah, my guy, they are not being serious. So see, this is KB opinion podcast. We talk about life issues. Your opinion might differ from mine. My opinion might differ from her opinion. So if you have any other opinion you want to share, kindly put it in the.
So lastly,
Okay.
mothers, whilst you are raising the sons that are going to be our husbands, teach them to cook. Let them know that cooking is not gender roles. They can also cook. So when they are hungry and they need to be fed, they don't wait for their wives to cook for them before they eat. They can boil anything. So mothers, please. And I think we have failed. That's why we are having husbands who are demanding for a woman to cook to validate her spousal status. So please, mothers, teach your sons to cook.
I'm not being tribalistic here. I will never ever be tribalistic, but I'm I'm advocating for my Ewe guys. 90% of Ewe guys are very good cooks.
I'm ever too. So that's what I'm saying. My father.
90% of Ewe men are very good cook. As I sit here and talk right now, you may not agree with me, but I'm telling you for a fact. If your husband is an Ewe man, put it in the comment section. If he's not a good cook. So Ewe men are very good cooks. Why? Because our mothers train us in such a way that we need to help our wives. So when you see an Ewe man saying that, oh, I will not cook again, then something is happening. Maybe the wife is trying to take advantage of his cooking abilities.
Then we have to do research on that.
Understand? So this is my opinion. Ewe guys are really good cooks. So if you want a husband, kindly look for an Ewe man. We are very good cook. I draw a curtains to this program. This is Kebi Opinion Podcast. This is my opinion. That's her opinion. What's your opinion? Put it in the comment section and let's talk.